You just said that when you were younger, you didn't consider yourself different than everyone else, and you think that it would have been better if you did. Because from my perspective, I would have thought that it was thinking that you're not different from everyone else that would have allowed for that resilience. But you're saying the opposite. Can you walk me through that?
Yeah, I think, look, there were certainly times where it was blaringly obvious. I mean, PE class was a perfect example when,
Sure.
the curriculum says, well, we're going to play a particular sport that I was not able to participate in. And at that time, the system didn't facilitate individualized opportunities. It was kind of like, well, you do what everybody else does or you do nothing. And so there
Right.
were certainly times where I was disadvantaged, and there was a lot of workarounds that sort of had to be put into place. So having said that, it wasn't always just being like everybody else, but it was that whole concept of that herd mentality, like fit in with everybody, fit in, fit in, fit in, and do as much as you possibly can. And every time I couldn't do that, there was that level of guilt and that I guess negative sense of, oh well, this is a disadvantage. And it took
Hmm.
a long time to actually get to the point where I turned that around and went, you know what, it is an advantage rather than a disadvantage to have a disability. But having said that, definitely, there was a lot of resilience that came from that journey along the way.
Wow. Yeah, because I'm been experimenting with an idea recently on self acceptance and the idea of acceptance in general over the situations we find ourselves with, the reality of our lives, etc. And that that experience you just told me really speaks to that point. Whereas when you're at school and you're trying to convince yourself that you're the same as everyone else, but you're always coming up against the reality of like, oh, I can't play that sport or I can't do that X and Y Z. Now I understand where you meant what you meant was like if you would have accepted that you are different, it's easier to accept the limitations that you have and also embrace the things that you have that people don't have, which is like I think how to say like an awareness of things that I would
Mm.
say most kids growing up don't have, and a perspective on life that some might likely never ever get to.
Yeah.
So that's what you said the last 5 years has been
Mm.
like a journey of embracing.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, there was a good 40 years of me pushing back against the system and going, why don't I quite fit in? And just trying
Right.
my hardest. It's that whole, square peg in a round hole kind of thing. It's like I know that there's a disability and there's a reason why I can't do the things that other people are doing. But it was always that sense that I still needed to conform and to learn. And I think it maybe just came with age, was the fact that, hey, I don't have to conform. In actual fact, being myself and being authentic and using all of those skills that I've got actually makes me pretty amazing. And I don't have to do what everybody else is doing.